sees a red-headed Irish fellow looking around, tell him he has to come here and do a speech because we can't find him. First of all, guys, I just want to say thank you to everybody for coming today. I hope you all have a brilliant night. We've got the band starting in a little while and we have some music on before that. I hope the food and everything is okay. I know they looked after us here, so I just want to thank everybody all in one catering. I just thank you all for coming, guys, and thank you everybody who's helped out. Glenn and Andrew and Amy and Amanda and Brian, it's meant so much. It's been brilliant, and Sally and Roger for your hospitality for my family, and we just welcome you all to the family with open arms. It's been great. So I'm going to pass you over to the Maid of Honor, Jessica, here, and have a great night, guys. Thank you.
I'm Jessica, the very proud little sister of our beautiful bride. I want to start by congratulating Paul and Sarah and thanking all of you for coming here today. When I look at the bride and groom, I feel such a whirlwind of emotions. I know that Sarah has found her true match, and I know that theirs will be marriage of long standing. My heart is bursting with love for you two today. I know you have a wonderful adventure ahead of you, and with God's blessing, your marriage will last for decades to come. I never knew Paul before he started dating my sister, so I can't tell you anything embarrassing about Paul's childhood. So I'll leave that up to Luke. However, I can tell you a little bit about Sarah's. As children, Sarah and I were pretty much inseparable, and we always managed to keep each other laughing, even when we pulled each other's hair. We both knew that that was our way of saying, I love you. I always knew our house would never be quiet if Sarah was home. Thank goodness for you, Paul, because you actually listened to her. God bless you, you are a good man. In all honesty, though, Sarah has a presence that can light up a room, and you feel the sensation of happiness and comfort. But whatever you do not wake her up in the morning. That presence is a different story. So again, God bless you, Paul. When I think back on our adventures in childhood, I have nothing but fond memories. The fondest memories include the times we made forts in the basement, and as we laid under them watching Pete's drag on our beaches as we got older. We would talk about the silly girl things or sliding down the stairs in our sleeping bags until we made a dent in the wall. But a memory I will never forget is when our mom would videotape us singing wherever we were in the house, even if that meant fighting for the camera. And we all know who the better singer is. I have a lot more funny and embarrassing stories about her, but because this is her special day, I will leave her alone now. The day I knew Paul would be in our lives forever was the day I arrived in Ireland. I'm sorry. I could see the love they had for each other was nothing like I had seen in the past. He was always there by her side, supporting her every decision in life. I'm thankful my sister found you, Paul, even though she had to travel over the pond. You are an amazing man, Paul, and I'm proud to have you as my brother-in-law. My greatest wish for the two of you is that through the years, your love for each other will deepen and grow. We all knew love is blind when Sarah fell in love with Paul and that hideous spider tattoo. You guys have to look at his arm, he has one, okay? Please raise your glass and toast to their future. May God give you both many blessings.
I came prepared like Jessica. Just like to first of all say you're all very welcome to this very special occasion. It's great to see a lot of familiar faces. I'm the best man. I'm Luke, by the way. And I don't know why Paul chose me. I think it's because I'd like to think it was because we're very close and we've known each other all our lives. But I also know that all other candidates were at least 2,000 miles away. I mean, I'm within driving distance. I was definitely going to be able to make it, you know. So I think he kind of hedged his bets on that one. But I'm delighted he did it. It's an absolute privilege to be able to be up here talking to you all. And delighted he gave Ross to be just as easy up here as well. Ross, the other best man. There's a few people I have to thank. Sarah's family, first of all. As Paul said, you've been so welcoming to everyone, all the Irish that came. Whether you chauffeuring us around or letting us stay in your house, you've been very, very good to us. And on behalf of Paul's family and me, I just like to say thanks very much. You've been so yeah, round of applause, yeah. So really I've a few names written down here, but I think Paul kind of said it all there. Everyone in the Curragh where Paul works. Especially Andrew and Glenn. Andrew for announcing us here. You missed a trick, you should be in the radio, and that's some voice you have. Honest to God. Get out of that bar work, I'm telling you. Also Glenn, special thanks to Glenn, he's been bringing us around and he's been very good to us as well. I think he might have a couple of holes in his back seat that weren't there before I got into it, so apologies again there, Glenn. I was only told about that today. I'd also like to thank Father Hall. It was, I think everyone agreed, it was a lovely ceremony today. And she's a great singer as well, lovely voice. So fair play to her. I don't think he was too happy when he asked me if the rings and I gave him 2 boxes. He was like, slowed the whole show down. Like. But at least I still had them. And I really don't think I'm the best man for this job. I mean, I like to double check if they were wearing pants when I got up this morning. He's giving me rings to mind. But again, I'm delighted he did. Who else? The bridesmaids. We were just saying in the car on the way over here, Paul said he'd never seen a more beautiful looking wedding party. I think there was more to do with the bridesmaids than the groomsmen, to be honest with you. I won't lie to you lads, it was a bit mismatched, but you don't screw up too badly, so fair play to you, yeah, you done well today. As I said, and of course, I have to thank the Irish that came over, Paul's family. They made the trip over from Ireland. There's a few lads came up from Boston. And even yeah, they're there. Oh, you'll know them by the end of the night, don't worry. You'll know them. Another friend came up from Las Vegas as well, so it truly is. Go on, Didi. It truly is a testament to the lengths the Irish will go to for a free dinner and a piss up. So. So, as I said, I am Paul's cousin, I've known him all my life, and when I was trying to think of a few stories for the speech, I was just brought back to during the summer, every summer holidays, Mary and Paul used to come down. I was in Galway, which is on one side of Ireland. Paul was in Dublin, the big smoke, as we call it. And every summer they used to come down on Mary's Ford Fiesta. How that thing still kept coming down, I don't know. I said, this has to be the last year, it's definitely going to break down. But it made it every summer, sure enough. I'd hear the engine from not 3 miles away. I knew they'd be on their way. And they'd always bring me down a present. That's what I was most looking forward to. Paul thought I was delighted to see him. I was just, yeah, Paul, where's my stuff? Like, and he used to bring me down stuff, some of the stuff now, because I was living in the sticks and all. Like, I didn't understand the stuff he was bringing me down at all. Like, you know, some of the stuff I wouldn't even have heard of, never mind seeing. Like, and I'd open it up, and I'd go, wow, what is it? Roller blades. This is the future right here. Blowing my mind, like, you know. Eventually Paul moved down, Mary and Paul moved down to Galway, and I was delighted about that. Obviously he was going to the same school. And he was always doing something. He was always active. He was never always up to something, you know. Stuck in everything, we'd say in Ireland. And I remember he was the first one to bleach his hair. Yeah, first one in the place. I don't know what he used. It was Hellman's mustard by the look of it, but it was shocking. It was shocking. It really was. But you know, you have to give him props for being the first. You know what I mean? No one tried it after they saw him, but I mean, fair play. He gave it a go, like, you know. First one to have a cell phone. I remember. I don't know who he was calling. No one else had a cell phone. I don't know where he got it. This thing was about that size. Mr. T gave it to him, the A-team, I think. Bigger than his head, like, you know. Yeah, so yeah, he was always up to something. That's why memory of Paul, like, he's always doing something, whether it be sport or music or whatever. If there was a flower arranging class, you could be sure he'd be in there stuffing geraniums into a vase, you know. Like, he was just into everything. But, yeah, so as we grew up, got a bit older, there was girls. You know, not too many, Sarah. No, don't worry about it. They came and went. Nothing serious. I'm still in the same boat. I try not to ask myself why too often. But that all changed when 20 or so Aquinas students docked into Tullycross. Yeah. Thirsty for a bit of Irish culture, knowledge. Boy, did you come to the wrong spot. You definitely left with less brain cells than you arrived with, for sure, definitely. I say thirsty for knowledge and culture. A lot of them are just thirsty, you know, as I witnessed in Coyne's pub every Friday and Saturday night. Yeah, so that, and I must talk about the night it all happened, that fateful night, in the very romantic setting of Coyote's Bar and Nightclub. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, very romantic. Paul was actually in a singing competition, and he was, how do I describe it? It was like American Idol, really, but everyone is drunk. That's basically the best way to describe it. And instead of Ryan Seacrest, we had the sleaziest DJ I've ever seen in my life. That was about the bones of it. So Paul was up there singing. I can't blame him there for taking a liking to him, really. He was up there singing away. I forget what you were singing now, but singing away, presence, charisma. A lot like Barry Manilow, actually, I have to say. Very similar. So he won that competition. He got through to the semi-final, I think I remember. And he was a bit, the final, was it? Oh, sorry. So he was confident. He was strutting around the nightclub, you know. He went up to Sarah, and that's how it happened. But I asked Sarah about this recently, and she goes, "Yeah, I remember that night. He tried to get me drunk on Bulmers and then hit on me." So that's what I like about Paul. He's got class like that, you know. Classy guy, like. Bulmers, for anyone that doesn't know, is a delicious, delicious cider. Whether you might not have it here, I don't know. It can be. I read somewhere that it can be directly related. Bulmers can be directly related to 85% of all Irish marriages or pregnancies. I'm not sure. Anyway, it has a lot to answer for any of us. So that's how it all happened, anyways. And they were kind of together from then on. And I met Sarah probably before that, but she's a lovely girl. And as soon as I met her, I knew she had a good heart. Like, that's the first thing I noticed about her. So I didn't really know how serious Paul was about Sarah until what did he do again? Oh, he moved to a different continent. Yeah, that's right. I'm no detective, but that was a telltale sign that maybe he had a bit of a thing for the girl, you know. So that was it, yeah. But if I can be serious for a second, I've known Paul obviously all my life, but I've never seen him as happy as he is these last few years when he's with Sarah. And I notice it every time I spend time with them. They've just got this thing. I can't put my finger on it. It's just they're so calm together or something. There's just kind of serenity or something. I don't know what I'm talking about, but it's weird. whatever it is they have, I want it. Yeah. So I think I'm going to leave it there now. I think only the last thing I need to do is raise a toast, isn't it? So if you'd all join me in raising a toast to Paul and Sarah and a very, very happy life together. I know they will be. Thank you. Cheers everyone. Enjoy yourself tonight and very much. And the ribbons look very good. I don't know who did them, but they look awesome. I think. Robert, am I right? Yeah? Okay. Thank you. Thanks very much. Enjoy yourselves.